It's Jared with today's trade recap. Today was an exhausting day for me. I didn't love my watch list, and as you see my trades, you'll probably see that that was obvious. My first several trades, actually most of my trades for the day were on BNGO, and I don't know why I kept trading it. I was getting really frustrated with it, and you can see it was just range bound for most of the morning. It was very frustrating. So my first trade here, I took it short. I was trying to do my bearish boot pattern. Ideally it goes down like that, but there's not enough. This is too much pullback volume. That's too much volume to take it short there. To me, this amount of volume means this pullback's not over, so wait, or you're just completely wrong, it's a long. But I took it. That's a bad trade. I stopped out right there. I did basically the same thing again. It went up, kind of hit a wall, started coming back down on good volume, kind of mixed volume though, kind of bouncing around here. And I like seeing these three candles on the downside, and then followed by a small volume candle on the pullback. So I thought, all right, this is telling me this pullback's over. The 100 is safe to go in short at. So I took it short, and then pretty quickly, level 2, I didn't like what I saw, so I had a real tight stop and got out. Then I decided to take it long here, saying, all right, it broke above VWAP, we've had some volume, we're gonna push for, and on the 5-minute chart that's right here, so I was like, all right, we're gonna push for higher day again. So, you know, that's 30 cents, and maybe we'll finally break out. And didn't have the juice, stopped out, came back down, and I was like, all right, it's a short. Took it short at the 100 MA again after seeing this volume uptick right there and a lesser volume right there. Didn't have it, stopped out. Now this is a stop out that maybe I should have stuck through, but I just lost all confidence in this ticker, because if I would have avoided stopping out there, you know, I would have got this move that I wanted without taking that loss. But you know, I was all frustrated by this ticker, so I stop out. Then it does come back down, and I get short here, and finally this trade works. I take a partial at around low of the day where it had been stopping right there, you see. And then the $12 mark was an obvious target, because we had this 50 MA near there at the time, and we also had this 1194, which is yesterday's high, which would fill the gap in the daily chart. So I was trying to hold a lot of my position, be patient with it, and luckily it worked out. Took lots of partials here. Then on this pullback, I decided to go short, hoping we could get to 1194 and then maybe break for this 200 MA and previous day close potentially, because obviously this move finally excited the stock out of this range, and it just didn't have the juice. So that ad did not work out for me. It was an unsuccessful ad. So that was today on BNGO. So really lots of just range bound, getting chopped up until I finally was able to get this move, which ended up being a really nice trade for me. Okay, so that was BNGO. What else? I took a trade on CGC. Pretty boring. I took it long. I took it long right here after this really impressive candle on the pullback, but this is just a bad, you know, this is a bad trade. And why? Because it was on the way down that we got all this volume. So that was just a bad trade, a poor decision by me. I didn't trade NEO, but I looked at it. OCGN. Yeah, so this one, it's on SSR, so, and it had been down all day. It was coming back on decent volume. I took it long here as it stutter stepped around the $12 mark, thinking that we might be in a position to get a short squeeze back to VWAP. So I took it long here, got a couple partials, and then out at break even there. This was actually a better trade than it looks because it's so compressed on the screen. But ultimately it was this move that I wanted, which I thought we were going to get back to VWAP. It looks like it's going to make it now, but alright. And last but not least, the only ticker that treated me well today, but this is still so hard to look at, is APHA. So was staying real compressed around all these moving averages until open. Then at open you see it takes them over. It gets on top of them. I take it long at 21, and then I take a couple partials here at high of the day at that point. So I take a couple partials, boom, 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 right there. It comes back down to my break even. I get out. These MAs seem to hold, so I jump right back in, take a couple partials, bounces back to my break even, shakes me out, and then goes up $1. You know, and I have a rule where a winning trade, you get out, you set a break even point via a hotkey, and you get out of break even. And it's situations like this where, man, is it tough, because you know, I got shaken out by like 2 cents and then missed you know, $1.50 move. So that would have made the day for me, obviously, but you know, it was still 2 winning trades. So the way all this worked out is, you know, I took all those stabs at BNGO that were losers. I had the one good winner, I had a couple winners on here, and a small CGC winner. So overall my day, I had to fight to get out of break even. So that was a disappointing day, but I'll happily take it, and we'll get back at it tomorrow. Hopefully a strong green day tomorrow. But overall, you know, I still got a green week, and that's the goal.